Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, freeway flooded. Parts of the Yellowhead closed after firefighters rescued drivers by boat. Roof ripped off. Strong wind and heavy rain wreaks havoc on a local junior high school. And a final flyover. What's next for the Snowbirds once its current fleet is grounded?
CTV Edmonton. Local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
Parts of Yellowhead Trail are closed tonight because of flooding from a thunderstorm early this morning. It's the second time in a week the busy road had to close because of rising water. CTV's Nariman Issa joins us from the Yellowhead near 127th Street. So Nariman, cars are normally bumper to bumper there at this hour. How long will it take for things to return to normal?
Well, right now, Matt, it's unsure when the Yellowhead will fully reopen. Right now, westbound traffic completely closed off. We are seeing a few cars that are allowed to head eastbound, but they will be forced off the road further up. Now, earlier today, crews have had to clear out a lot of water from this underpass and from several underpasses in the city. That includes, one just a few blocks from here. Emergency crews had to rescue people from vehicles under those flooded underpasses, including the one from a few blocks away. Firefighters gear up for a water rescue on a flooded city street. Last night's storm flooded several underpasses, including this one at 127th Avenue and 127th Street. 3 vehicles were caught in the water, with one driver needing rescuing.
Because the water was all the way up to here. So all the way from there.
Flash flooding also struck this North Edmonton neighborhood. Water that first overtook the street and alley by Ivan Romanchuk's home eventually made its way into his basement.
And I think just like this, the sewage system just got clogged up and just started bringing everything back into people's houses.
Neighbors spent the morning clearing out debris.
Everything went back into the drainage system. And then we just pumped out everything we could, but still, probably have to change out all the floors. A lot of stuff is ruined.
Edmonton's mayor says these intense summer storms are becoming more common.
We knew that a 1 in 100-year flood 20 years ago is now a 1 in 20-year or 1 in 10-year flood.
Andrew Knack says in 2019, changing weather patterns prompted City Council to approve a $1.6 billion flood mitigation program.
And so we've been down a path already, and I think this just reinforces why we need to finish that work. So the work started 7 years ago. It's got at least another 8 years to go.
Until then, drivers and homeowners will have to keep their guard up. All right, Matt. And so the city says that as part of the Yellowhead Trail freeway conversion, that there's major work that is being done on the drainage infrastructure to make sure that this underpass flooding is taken care of. Back to you.
All right, Nariman Issa live near the very quiet Yellowhead tonight. Thank you. The storm also took a toll on a junior high school in Edmonton. CTV's Connor Hogg is at Killarney School in North Edmonton this evening. So, Connor, what's the extent of the damage there?
Matt, as you can see behind me, part of the school's roof was basically torn off by the wind. Edmonton Public says it happened early this morning. Debris and part of the roof are now scattered around the school. The north section of the building's roof seems to be the most damaged. Edmonton Public says several classrooms have been flooded. A local teacher from a different school says that could make it hard to prepare for the upcoming school year.
My first thought would be whoever's classroom this is, what sort of stuff's been damaged. And then, of course, we're a few months away, but still coming up on the beginning of the school year. That's going to be a significant amount of work to try and fix before students are coming in fall.
Work is now underway to clean up and make repairs, and school staff and families are being asked to stay away from the building while that work takes place. Matt?
All right, Connor Hogg, thank you. The TELUS World of Science says it could be closed until November due to significant flooding. The Science Center says water contamination means anyone entering the damaged areas has to wear proper equipment and follow safety protocols. Flooring, cabinets, drywall, and other materials will need to be replaced in many areas of the building. Most programming and operations are now paused. Anyone who paid for camps, programs, IMAX shows, or events scheduled through September 30th will be contacted about about refunds. The center says the lengthy closure means a significant portion of staff will be temporarily laid off.
We rely on building admissions to cover 80% of our budget. So without those revenues coming in and without our building being open to the public, we simply can't sustain our usual staffing load. So we made the very difficult decision today to lay off 147 staff members at the Science Center temporarily, but that represents about 68% of our workforce. So it has had a huge impact.
The Science Center says a partial reopening is possible in the fall, although it has been advised to plan for a longer closure. All right, Josh, you've been tallying up some of those rainfall totals, and the north side of the city certainly got hit a lot harder than the south.
Yeah, there were a couple of different storms that raced through the north end of Edmonton and just off to the north of the city, and you can see good 30 to 60 millimeters of rain across most of the north, whereas south side of the city, very little or no precipitation from those storms overnight last night. Officially, about 40 millimeters at the Blatchford Weather Station. So, I mean, these numbers are going to vary from neighborhood to neighborhood, but at Blatchford, average annual precipitation is 423 millimeters. That's snow and rain combined. Since June 1st, last 45 days, we have almost an entire year's worth of precipitation. We're at 408 now, with more to come. So far this year, 531. So we're already middle of July. We're already way above the average precipitation for the entire year. As we said, there's more on the way. Severe thunderstorm watch for the areas in yellow and covers most of the province, except for western and northwestern Alberta. A couple of warnings here in the northeast, off to the west of Edmonton, and then just to the north of Lloydminster, and in this gray zone, an orange level tornado watch. Again, watch means possible. Warning means the severe weather is happening. So we'll keep an eye on some of these storms as we head through this evening, especially off to the northwest of the Edmonton area for the potential for a tornado to develop. We've got one severe storm there southeast of Slave Lake, another one off to the north of Edson. There was a severe storm just southwest of Whitecourt. Looks like that's weakened. And then that one there is also producing some sizable hail. And we're starting to, out ahead of this thunderstorm activity in the foothills, starting to see some lightning strikes here a little further to the east. We thought we might see storms in the Edmonton area between about 5-10 p.m. We've now pushed that back. I think the most likely time frame is sort of 8 to midnight, especially the 9 to 11 window. 26 degrees, as it was another warm one today. It looks like 27. It's going to end up as the daytime high for today. A chance of storms, potentially severe thunderstorms in the area through this evening. And then tomorrow, we'll get some clearing in the morning and a sunny and hot day. Should get a break from the storms finally tomorrow, although they will return Friday, Saturday. Those details in a few minutes.
Of course they will. All right, Josh, thank you. A second person has been confirmed dead after an explosion and fire at a north side apartment building. An 85-year-old man was killed jumping from a balcony to escape the flames. Police now say his 82-year-old wife died in the fire. Another person who was missing after the Monday fire has been found safe. First responders still haven't been able to properly search the ruins of the building. Police have not said what led to the car crash that caused the initial explosion and subsequent fire. A judge has ordered a mining company to pay $360,000 after a worker was killed on the job. In 2023, a worker at a mine site west of Edmonton was killed while clearing water from piping. Last week, Prairie Mines and Royalty pleaded guilty to failing to ensure the safety of a worker under the Occupational Health and Safety Act. OHS says 11 other charges were withdrawn. The company will pay $360,000 to the Alberta Mine Association. Flight attendants at WestJet have voted overwhelmingly to authorize a strike. That means the airline's 4,400 cabin crew could walk off the job as early as August 2nd. Their union says wages and unpaid work are sticking points in negotiations. CUPE estimates each flight attendant works about 35 unpaid hours every month. The union says more than 97% of its workers cast a ballot. And while both sides still hope to reach an agreement, travel agents suggest having a backup plan if you're planning to fly WestJet.
I would look before or after, see if you could rebook with another carrier, refundable, so that you're not out another loss. If you can't go on the flight you want to go on, then you have to look at accommodation. Then you have to look at food, expenses. So you have to factor in dog care, home care, work.
Last summer, an Air Canada flight attendant strike lasted 3 days before the federal government ordered them back to work. 500,000 passengers were affected. A strike at WestJet could potentially impact up to 75,000 passengers a day. The provincial government has set up a complaint line for bike lanes. You can now fill out a form online to share your concerns about bike lanes. Provincial Transportation Minister Devin Dreeshen wants to know if they're creating traffic congestion, hurting businesses, or affecting emergency response times. The minister has said legislation is coming this fall, but he has not provided many details as to what that may include. Last year, Dreeshen joined Councillor Karen Principe to raise concerns about removing car lanes to add bike lanes along 132nd Avenue. The Edmonton Oilers season will start a little earlier than usual. The Oilers open their season on September 29th when they host the Vancouver Canucks. It will be Mike Babcock's first regular season game as the Oilers' new head coach. The NHL says it will release the complete season schedule tomorrow. Every team will play 84 games. That's 2 more than previous seasons. Argentina is heading to the FIFA World Cup final after defeating England today. Soccer fans gathered downtown to watch the World Cup semi-final this afternoon. Argentina defeated England 2-1, scoring both goals after the 85th minute. England fans watching the game say, despite the loss, it was a great chance to get together with the community.
Even just last Saturday, we had 700 out. If we somehow get through today, we'll have over 1,000 out. That's not in question. We are the best fans in this city, obviously apart from the Canadians.
The FIFA World Cup final is this Sunday. Argentina will take on Spain. Coming up next on CTV News, the countdown to K-Days. What's new at the 10-day summer festival this year?
There truly is something for everyone.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Funky food and thrilling rides return to Edmonton for K-Days this week. CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti has more on what's new on the Midway.
It might not look like much, but the grounds of the Expo Center are being transformed into a land of fun.
We are very close to opening the doors to the 10 best days of summer.
When Edmontonians think about our summer season, we think of K-Days.
The summer spectacle will welcome thousands of visitors to enjoy live music, thrilling rides, and delicious food. Chief Daddy's Indigenous Cuisine is one of the 70 food vendors you can try.
We're gearing up, right? And then it's becoming more of a reality. It doesn't really hit you until the day before, day of.
The food truck was inside the Expo Center in past years and is now bringing its flavor to the main grounds.
Our bannock makers, she's anticipating, making anywhere from 6,000 to 1,000 bannock a day.
Last year, more than 760,000 people took in the sights and sounds of K-Days.
Whether you come for the concerts, the robotics, the art, the food, the Midway, or something new from a local vendor, there truly is something for everyone.
New this year, K-Days will be holding a tasty competition.
For the first time ever is an ice cream eating contest. So that's going to be happening right here in Klondike Park on the first day of K-Days.
Following your day at the fair, you can dance the night away to dozens of artists.
Ty Dollar Sign is opening for us on the first day. Baby No Money is here. Pennywise, Mother, that's one I'm really excited for.
Classic events are also returning, like the pancake breakfast to kick K-Days off.
Our culinary team is really used to feeding lots of people, so breakfast for 5,000, not something they do every day, but they've got a lot of practice.
The gates at K-Days open at 9 a.m. on Friday. You can get tickets online or on site. Miriam Valdez-Carletti, CTV News, Edmonton.
People in Edmonton aren't the only ones trying to find ways to beat the heat. Seals at the Edmonton Valley Zoo spent a few minutes perhaps complaining about how hot it is before jumping into their nice cool pool. When temperatures soar, zoo staff make frozen treats for the animals. Because there are so many cold weather animals that live at the zoo, spotting some of them on days like this can be pretty hit or miss. They'll often escape from the sun under shady trees or in their shelters. The red pandas are a little more sensitive to the hot weather, so they typically head inside.
They prefer to be inside their building where there's strong AC, and they tend to stay hidden. So if you come to the zoo, you might have to look inside their windows to get a chance to see them.
A few animals at the zoo are loving this weather. You'll likely find the meerkats or lemurs outside soaking up the sun. Still to come tonight, The classic detective play, a famous board game, comes to life on stage in Edmonton.
There's 19 hidden doors and panels throughout the entire show, and it's constantly moving.
Programming brought to you by the Alberta Securities Commission. Visit checkfirst.ca.
And we have so many people that are a fan of the movie, a fan of the board game, and it's so much fun to enjoy that with everyone.
Some actors are hoping you'll come see their play in the Jubilee with friends and family. Since September, Broadway across Canada has been bringing Clue to stages across the country. The show includes all the board game characters and weapons, as well as famous quotes from the 1985 film. We're told the set changes more than the characters' wardrobes.
The set is something I would pay attention to. It's almost like another character. For us, there's 19 hidden doors and panels throughout the entire show, and it's constantly moving. I think the math is that you're seeing a new set every 2 minutes.
The show runs until Sunday, and unlike the 80s movie, this play only has one ending. Well, Josh, right now...
That movie had more than one ending?
Oh, yeah. You had to go to different theaters and see it, but the VHS version eventually included all three. A little bit of Clue history for you. I was going to say, Josh, the culprit right now is Mother Nature in Edmonton with a variety of weather because we have just been getting hammered lately.
Yeah, and there's a pretty good chance we'll see some more storms before tonight is done. Friday night and Saturday night, we've got a good chance of seeing some more storms roll through. So maybe a one-day reprieve tomorrow. I think tomorrow should be just sunny and hot. It's 26 outside in Edmonton right now. I think we'll get to 27 here before the day's done. 25 off to the northeast of Fort McMurray. It's 27 right now in Grand Prairie and 28 in Jasper. Severe thunderstorm warnings for the areas in red. Tornado watch for the areas in gray. And the yellow zone, a severe thunderstorm watch. Again, watch means potential. Warning means it's happening. So we'll take a closer look at that severe storm up around Fort McMurray in a moment here. But there's the one storm southeast of Slave Lake. This is starting to fall apart now. Still producing some pockets of hail, though. And it looks like this is getting really disorganized. What we're not seeing are the big supercell thunderstorms coming off the foothills that we had last night. This is a little more scattered and disorganized. You're likely out ahead of this line here as it approaches Fort McMurray. You're likely getting some really strong wind gusts, and then prepare for some heavy downpours and some hail. That's producing hail. There is some hail coming off of that one as well. You notice this is kind of tracking off to the northeast, so I don't think that's going to hit the Edmonton area, but we are starting to see a little bit of development here further to the east and northeast coming off of these storms developing in through the foothills. Still a long ways away from Edmonton. So you got a couple hours before the potential of these storms hitting the city. The problem is if you're watching radar, you may not see these storms coming later on this evening because it's a bit of a cap in place. And these storms, as they erode the cap, they're going to sort of fizzle out as they come through. And then eventually one's going to break through and just sort of pop up seemingly out of nowhere. So keep an eye out for that as we head through this evening. This is 6 p.m. I think the most likely time frame for us here in Edmonton is anywhere between 8 p.m. and midnight. This is just model guidance. This is not exactly where the storms are going to be, but it gives you a rough idea of where and when these storms should be hitting. I think the worst of this, by the time we get to late this evening, 10 to midnight, worst of those storms are off to the east of the city. Still a chance of some lingering activity here around midnight. So there might still be a few scattered showers around midnight, but the best chance for storms is going to be mid to late this evening in the Edmonton region. It's mainly sunny skies tomorrow. A little storm there popping up potentially north of Fort McMurray, but for us here in Edmonton, should be a break. And then Friday, we're back at it. Red Deer in the afternoon, chance of good thunderstorms through the early evening hours. Chance of thunderstorms once again here in the Edmonton area. Mid-teens for Edmonton, off to the east tomorrow morning, 10 in Grand Prairie. Daytime highs tomorrow, upper 20s in the northeast, around 30 or into the low 30s with some sunshine in the northwest. 28 for Red Deer and here in Edmonton. I think we'll get to 29 or 30 for a daytime high. So there's your chance of storms tonight. 28 or 29 by mid to late afternoon for a daytime high and mainly sunny. Still up around 30 Friday with the chance of some storms late in the day. Saturday could see some late day storms and then back in the low to mid 20s for Sunday, Monday.
All right, Josh, thank you. Some major downtown road closures are coming up for construction. That includes a full closure of the low-level bridge this weekend. Tomorrow, between 7 a.m. and 3:30 p.m., Connors Road, Scona Road, and the low-level bridges in both directions will be reduced to one lane. On Friday night, the low-level bridge will fully close. That will last until early Monday. The James McDonald Bridge will be open. Other temporary closures in the area will happen during off-peak hours. Also this weekend, 99A Street will be closed between Scona Road and the low-level bridge. That will last until 11 p.m. Monday. When we return, saluting the Snowbirds, the aerial team flies in formation one last time over Edmonton.
This is a bit of a farewell tour for this aircraft, that's for sure.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
The Snowbirds said goodbye to Edmonton today. The 9 Tudor jets have flown over the city for half a century. Now the aircraft are retiring to make way for newer models. CTV's Curtis Goodrum has more on the future of the Snowbirds.
Okay, above the very fancy house over there up top.
Oh, I see them.
There you go.
For the past 50 years, Edmontonians have been pointing at the skies on the lookout for these planes. The Snowbirds had one last flight over Edmonton before retiring the current fleet of Tutor CT-114 jets.
This is a bit of a farewell tour for this aircraft, that's for sure. So we're trying to overfly as many communities as we can.
Canadians have been staring at it for many, many decades, and not everything lasts forever. So unfortunately, we knew this day was going to come eventually.
The jets will be replaced by CT-157 Siskin 2. They are expected to start flying sometime after 2030. The Siskin 2 is a propeller plane, making powerful sounds like this. A thing of the past.
They're iconic. I think they're woven. They should get their place on Canadian currency. They've been around for a long time. The Snowbirds is something to be proud of.
They're so cool. And even as somebody who's not really that interested in airplanes and the military, I still find them absolutely fascinating.
The planes also made an early impression on one Snowbird pilot and shaped his life path.
I have vivid memories of seeing the Snowbirds for the first time in Montreal when I must have been 8 years old. It definitely was a reason why I was interested in a career in military aviation.
The Snowbirds will perform at air shows across the country for the rest of the 2026 season, saying goodbye to generations of Canadians.
Thanks for decades and decades of thrilling Canadians.
The Snowbirds will land on the tarmac for one final time in Abbotsford in August. Curtis Goodrum, CTV News, Edmonton.
That's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.